SUNYANI Airport, what has gone into the expansion of the airport? We're told that the runway used to be 1,280, now it's almost 1,580 meters. So John Samata is standing by to give us more from that part of the country. John Samata, if you're online, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Edward.
Great to have you once again, John.
My pleasure.
Great. So SUNYANI Airport has bounced back. Now tell us what has gone into this rehabilitation.
Yes, this rehabilitation basically has got SUNYANI up to par with international schools. And as you mentioned, just over $50 million. And these are the fruits of that money spent. The runway has been extended, like you just said, and it makes it possible for bigger aircraft to land at the airport. Then again, the runway, according to engineers, is not just paved, but it is grooved to ensure that it's more safer for aircraft to land. And then the taxi link has been also rehabilitated along with the apron. So just not the tarmac, but the runway, the apron, and the link have all been brought up to par with international standards. And the terminal building has also been fitted with a public address system and a flight information display system, as well as closed circuit television, fire detection and protection systems, lighting and ventilation, sewage disposal, water storage and distribution of terminal operations have all been improved significantly. Now,
prior to the closure in 2015, if you gauge the number, if you want to assess the number of people who are traveling by air to SUNYANI and what has happened now, how will this latest work impact on air travel to that area?
Yes, before 2016, when the airport was closed, flights to SUNYANI was improving at a very fast rate. A lot of the business community, especially Newmont Ghana, which operates in the Hafu region, was using the airport a lot. And 2 or 3 local airline companies were flying to SUNYANI. So it was really building up beautifully before it had to be closed down because of the deterioration of the runway. So it really dealt a blow to what was a promising, aviation sector here in SUNYANI. So that long 8 years, was always characterized by people clamoring for the airport to be rehabilitated and reopened. So this is real good news to the people of not just the Bono region, but the Babe area, that's the Bono, Ahafo, and Bono East, as well as Western, North, and Savannah regions. They are all going to benefit from the opening of this airport. So this is like a rebirth of the SUNYANI airport. It is hoped that it will not just be there like a white elephant, but the citizens will really patronize it to justify the loud clamoring that went on for the airports to be reopened. So this is an opportunity for business to be improved. I mean, there are lots of benefits that are going to come with the rehabilitation of this airport.
So, Sam, if you look at what has happened, we saw the chief, the Domahini there. He has been talking about this airport, and he was also calling for the second phase to be done. What actually is going to go into the second phase, if you have an idea?
Yes, the second phase is going to be very crucial because for years now, night flights have not been possible in the Bono region, the SUNYANI airport, because there are no lights on the runway. So that is a major feature of the second phase, the provision of tarmac lighting. lightened so that night flights can be possible. And then also the terminal building, which has outgrown its usefulness. Now it is serving the purpose all right, but with a projected growth into the future, it has to be expanded. And so the terminal building, which received just minimal work during the first phase, is going to see much more work done to expand it to meet the current needs, the modern needs of an airport of a growing area like the Bay area.
So in terms of business, how will this impact on business community in that area?
Yes, I mean, it's really going to give business a shot in the arm, because if you take the Ghana Airport Company, for instance, for years, close to 8 years now, they've not been getting any revenue from the SUNYANI airport, virtually zero revenue. But with the bouncing back of the airport, they are definitely going to get some revenue with the business, because Passion Air, we've heard, is the closest local airline that is getting close to starting operations, we are told, in maybe 2-3 weeks' time. And also the business community that we're getting used to flying out of SUNYANI to Accra, Kumasi, anywhere they want to do business, and coming back in, record time, are now going to be able to, now going to have that opportunity again. And that's surely going to impact their businesses positively. And then connectivity, is part of business. I mean, to be able to connect to wherever I want to go in the country in as quickly as possible always helps. And so every which way you look at it, the benefits are going to be immense.
So those who are doing business at the airport, are they back, or they are yet to start business?
Yeah, they're yet to start business. There used to be some snack shops and stuff like that there, but they are all out of business now. Like we said earlier, they've been closed for 8 years now. So I'm sure with Passion Air getting ready to start operations here, they will definitely also come back to start operations. And interestingly, today, there were lots of school children. Today was the last day of term for a lot of schools in the SUNYANI municipality. So lots of children came to watch the airport get re-inaugurated. And after the president had left with the first Air Force jet, a second Air Force jet flew in, and the children were given the opportunity to go have a look inside the aircraft, and they were very excited. So the tourism aspect, excursion opportunities for children of the region to come see the airport, see aeroplanes fly in, get inspired by lady pilots and other gentlemen pilots. It all looks good going into the future.
Thank you very much, John Samata, for your analysis about the reopening of the SUNYANI airport. Now we're going to talk to James Afo. We've seen that the CD has depreciated again against the greenback, that's American dollar, the month of July. And so we